Warrant Academic Advising presents you with information to assist you with your course planning and enrollment. So let's get started. So today I'm going to show you guys how to access your degree audit. So first you want to look up Trident Link Tools UCSD, or just find my Trident Link Tools. And once you access it, this is what it looks like, and you'll find your degree audit under Advising Tools. So you'll click on your degree audit and sign in. Then you'll run declared programs, wait for it to run the audit, and then you'll click on the first link, which is the newest audit you've created. And there's your degree audit. How to read your degree audit. So it will display your admission term, which is the quarter you came in and the year. And we have the admission type, so you'd either be a freshman or a transfer student. And it will also display your major and minor if you have any. So it will show your UC GPA, which will only have your UC graded units incorporated into it. And the degree audit displays your major requirements, of course, which will include your lower division requirements and your upper division requirements. Then we have the Warren Core GEs, which are Warren Writing 10A, Warren Writing 10B, Ethics and Society, and our formal skills. Formal skills are usually courses that are already included in your major, but if you don't have any of these courses that are within your major, then you have the options listed here in order to take and complete this requirement. Then we have our PofCs. For this example, we have a social science major, so they will have to do a humanities/fine arts PofC and a math/science PofC. Once you've declared your PofC or area study, then it will be displayed here, and it will also include courses that you can take to fulfill those PofCs/area studies. We also have our university requirements, which is the ELWR, the AHI, DEI, and JTCCER requirements. If you need to know what classes to take to complete these requirements, you can look up the catalogs for them to find out. It also displays the max of 25% pass no pass. So max 25% of your courses taken at UCSD may be taken pass no pass. So this will be a good way to keep track of that. And then we also have our elective courses, which are courses that don't count towards any requirements that you have to take. So these are classes you can take for fun. And these units will count towards your UCSD GPA and your total UCSD units towards the minimum of 180 units required for graduation. And that's how you read your degree audit.
When it comes to course enrollment on WebRidge, you can search for classes in the search bar here. You can find your appointment time right here, and also when it comes to a schedule, you can look at your current schedule and make a copy or even create a new copy of a schedule so that you can try out different classes and see how they look for what you want. To organize your schedule, you can go to Add Event and additionally add different things that are not academic related or class related, such as meetings or work related items, and they'll fit right in your schedule. When choosing classes for second pass, you can go to Advanced Search, and it would help you find specific classes and filter out things that you would only need. So you can filter out from the different subject to course, as well as to department. And you can also choose things such as whether you would want the course to be lower division or upper division, for when you would want it to be in terms of the days, and then also if you would want it to be at a certain time. Finally, you can choose only show sections with seats available so that it makes your life easier when finalizing your schedule.
In this video, we'll be going over program concentration and area studies. Now, under the website, it will show a couple of notes, so some very specific details. An important thing to keep in mind is that for programs of concentration, there are 3 lower division courses and 3 upper division courses required. Further down, you'll see this tab here, which will provide different steps. So the first thing is to find the discipline representing your major. As you will see, there are 3 categories here. For this video, I will choose psychology as an example. So a psych major would fall under the social sciences. They would then move on to step 2, which is to find the 2 disciplines that are not represented by or align with their major discipline. So that would be the humanities and fine arts and the natural sciences. So a psych major would look at these 2 categories. So for example, they would pick theater and dance for their humanities PFC and science and tech, for example, for their math, natural sciences, and physical sciences PFC. Once they do that, then they can go ahead and proceed with trying to declare their PFC, which by that you can also do that by coming to in-person drop-ins or sending us a back message. I will go ahead and walk through the area studies process as well. So very similar, except that the requirements are a bit different. So for area studies, you only need 3 classes. One of them can be lower division, but the other 2 for each must be upper division. So for that, also very similar, except it requires one less step. So by default, all engineering majors fall under here. But then you would have to pick an area study from each of the 2 disciplines. So one of them would have to be from the humanities and another one would have to be from the social sciences. So for example, mechanical engineering major could pick a literature area study, and then they could pick a psychology area study. And once again, very similar, exactly like with the PFC, you can just do that by sending us a back or coming to drop-ins and we can have those declared for you. Hi, in this video we'll be covering how to use the academic plans tool. So first, we will start off by selecting Earl Warren College, our entering year, your applicable major and department program. Once you do that, you'll see a note here which just essentially is saying that this academic plan is meant more to serve as a guide, not as a strict template that you have to follow. On this plan, you will see a couple of different things, such as the 2 little gray arrows here, which just indicate that there is a course that can count for 2 requirements, such as formal skills and a major course. You'll also see a couple of sections saying GE, which can indicate a program of concentration or an area study. As you scroll further down, you'll see that maybe on your specific major plan that there might be a category specifying an elective, which essentially just means a course that you will need to take in order to get to the 180 units in order to graduate. You'll also see comments from Warren College with a couple of different helpful links, such as the quarter by quarter plan, which is a Google Sheet that you can copy and customize to make your own academic plan. And you also might see a note from your major department as well. But yes, this is how to use the academic plans tool. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to Warren Academic Advising. Thank you so much. Hi, in this video we'll be covering how to find courses for the JTCCER requirement as well as DEI. Now, when using this page, you might find a couple of notes such as who this requirement applies to, as well as other things to keep in mind. When you scroll down, you'll see a current list of approved courses. That just kind of provides all of the courses that have been approved for this. But if you would like to look at current selections, you would click on one of these 2 tabs and it will show the respective quarter that you're looking at. So for this video, I will just go ahead and click on fall just for the example. And it will show all of the classes that are available for that quarter and who's teaching the course, as well as the name of the courses. Now for DEI, it is very similar. So you'll go over to that tab. Same thing, it also has a PDF of all approved courses. But if you want to look at a specific quarter, it also shows all of the offerings as well. If you have any specific questions, you can go ahead and reach out to us. Thank you so much.